Candles, fibs, crosses, EMAs. It's the tools of the day trade. Don't be a noob and trade on websites that don't give you BitBoy bonuses. Click the link in the description to get set up on ByBit or Femex and get an insane sign-up bonus for being part of the BitSquad. Leverage trade responsibly, but do it the right way on Femex or ByBit. Bonus details in the links below.
BitBoy Crypto Morning TA. Good morning, everybody. It's October 13th, 2021. My name's Piano Matty B. That is Scattermoochies. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing, all the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index has eased down to 70 from yesterday's 78. Bitcoin dominance is at 45.6%. 24-hour volume is at 110 billion and the overall market cap is 2.27 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, looks like we got that flush we were talking about yesterday. And we said we could see a dip down to 53.7 before holding the line. And looks like we got to 53.8 before rallying back. Close the candle at or just below the 20 moving average, forming a little bit of a hammer candle. But you know we're on the 4-hour chart. So we see and hear a lot of things. The 4-hour chart to me is like a slow motion replay in hockey. Shows you in a little more detail what has happened more so than what can happen. That being said, we saw price action flirting with the 20 moving average all night till it decided to retest the 50. The 50? The Rodney Dangerfield of moving averages? I thought he was out in Hoboken doing Sunday matinees and yuck-yucks. No, he's back. One could say we are just candlesticking the wick for good measure and housekeeping, for we adios these levels and head back up. But this retest leads me to believe we may see another quick test of our other support at 51.5-ish. Of course, it's not something I want to see. Just has a higher probability today than it did yesterday. And having price action hanging out between the 50 and the 20 is like going to 7-Eleven and seeing your kid hanging out in the back with the bad kids. They may not all be bad kids, but together they can do bad things before they do good. And I'd like to see price action head above 56K in the 20 moving average before I give those kids the keys to my car again. Now over on the daily, despite some bullish retorts after the dip forming a hammer candle of its own, looks like we couldn't maintain the momentum and we're just crossing our technical eyes and fundamental teeth. Before we start heading back up, we are firmly planted in some textbook technicals that really are just screaming status quo and par for the course, biznatch as usual. There aren't any glitches in the matrix or divergences to obsess over. We really want to find some divergence, like when you hit that 9-month mark in a new relationship and the girlfriend starts cherry picking all the little things that were looked over in the start of the relationship. Like not putting the lid on the toothpaste, leaving the sriracha bottle out on the table, or staying out till 6 a.m. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Then yeah, I suppose there's a little bit of negative divergence. If we zoom out, we can see a longish-term price increase, followed by a stagnant, dare I say, decreasing MACD. But then again, that's just lid not on the toothpaste nitpicking. It's not the end of the world, and if anything, just pushes you to the outer limits of the relationship. You see, I'd rather talk about that nice spread the MACD's sporting, but I'm a relationship optimist. I mean, they all inevitably end, but yeah, I'm an optimist. Now, speaking of optimism, it looks like our third greed candle is dancing with the devil on the weekly, holding on to the good side but tiptoeing through the red garden any day now. Looks like a textbook shooting star if I've ever seen one. And yeah, those are bearish continuation candles, because it tells us the bulls have gone nine-eyes. The kids behind the 7-Eleven are at your door knocking to see, can little Jimmy come out and play? And I say let him out, let him go red. If we hit that 51.5 floor, it'll definitely go red anyway. But it doesn't matter what happens in the short term. We know where this is heading. I mean, who's selling? It's not this community. It's not the retail traders. We are now officially too smart and seasoned market sociopaths to react to a whale flush out. And in true sociopathic form, the less we react, the less enjoyment they take out of it. And ultimately, the less it's going to happen. Till it's up, up, and away on this bull run balloon. So remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected league. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. BitBoy Crypto Morning Tea. A chit chit chit.